Hey YouTube, Mike the Alpha Hoarder here. Back to my usual format. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for your patience. The twice a week schedule isn't holding for the time being. I'll see if I can get back to that at some point, but for now, aiming for once a week. Short video today. This is a milestone crossed, so I just wanted to take a moment to shout it out. I've got 1,000 subscribers, believe it or not. So that means as of today, if every subscriber of mine wanted to get the same alpha rare, say Farmstead, we couldn't do it. There aren't enough in the world. And I won't do too many specific shout outs. You know, there's a lot of you, and I appreciate all of you. I do try to respond to every comment, every email, and so in the course of doing this, I've spoken to you know, a lot of people, and everyone deserves a shout out. So instead, I'll just hit a couple of quick firsts. Let's see, Sir Flipstar11, you were my very first public subscriber, so thanks for that. All these people you see on the screen here, this is the people that subscribed in the first month, so that's really cool. Showed their support and willingness to get behind a sort of strange brand new channel. Much appreciated. Another first is Connor Willis, very first person to comment on one of my videos, and still around today, so very awesome. And I'll shout out Alfonso Investments. He is the first content creator that I'm aware of anyway who shouted me out in one of his videos.
And I want to give a special shout out to the Alpha Hoarder. If you guys like Alpha cards, I'm going to leave a description in the comment section.
Early on, you know, at the time my sub count was much less than his, and it was cool to see that. There's a few other content creators who have sort of been supportive, and I appreciate the connections with them. Gem Mint MTG, Nerd and Proud of It, Fabled Hunters, several more, I guess, come to think of it. But again, too many for roll calls, so just a blanket. Thank you. And to celebrate, I've got a cool package that I want to open, and this is from Joel Mick. If you didn't catch my interview with him, we had fun. We sat down, we looked at a bunch of cards from alpha pre-testing, and after that conversation, I just had to get a couple from him. And so I did that. Okay, we got some authenticity stuff, very nice. I figured we'd check them out together. So let's just take a look at that first. Open this extra carefully. I hope some of you were able to take advantage of the discount code that Joel had running. I think it is expired now. But he was letting people get some commons at a discount, which was pretty cool of him. And this is taped very well. There we go. All right. Wow. Look at this. So we looked at a bunch of these in that video. Show them to you quick again. So this is a Gamma playtest card. Jump. Another jump for the Horde. Wow. It's not even cardboard, it's just paper. Very cool. This is Delta. So I got one from Gamma, one from Delta, one from Epsilon. Plague. So the way this was is 4 is the total, and then this indicates how many of the total need to be a particular color. So what did this come on to be? Pestilence maybe? I can't remember. So cool, man. And then finally I've got one Epsilon playtest card. This became Banalish Hero. Stacks became Bands. Yeah, it's just a piece of paper someone could have printed out and cut. Really cool stuff, though. So now I have a few of those for the collection. All right, there's just a couple more things I'm going to add to my hoard. And while I do, I'd asked viewers for questions a couple videos back, and people obliged quite generously, both in comments and emails. So in the interest of keeping this video short, I picked out 2 quick sort of channel related ones. I'll answer those today. And then I'll mix in some other answers sort of between topic videos in the coming weeks. And yeah, so a couple people asked about my introduction, actually. They said, who made the intro? Well, the answer is it was me. So many years ago, I don't know, 2009 or something, I had a channel with just really cringy content. It was sort of the early days of do-it-yourself VFX. I was a big Freddie W. fan. I don't know if you remember that guy, Rocket Jump. He was making a splash at the time. Clinton Jones, the Punisher. And so I had all these sort of weird little videos I was screwing around with. But anyway, that didn't go anywhere. I wasn't very good at it, if we're being honest. But I did always have this little itch for visual effects. So yeah, I made that intro with the help of some classic Andrew Kramer tutorials, videocopilot.net. He was big in that sort of early VFX era, and he's still around as far as I know. But yeah, After Effects, good stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. A well-bonded set of cards. Interesting. These had to come from Italy, so I suppose he went to a little extra trouble to make sure they didn't get any damage, water or anything. And they seem to be in good condition. All right. Nice little set today. Sunglasses. Love this card. Always love sunglasses. This is a rare. The regular glasses aren't uncommon. I always used to confuse that. Let's see, there are 11 of these on the domestic market right now. 2 of them are in near mint. You can pick up an MP condition copy for $700 or $800, and the near mints are around $1,600. This one's very nice. The total graded pop on this guy is 130. 53 of them are in what I call near mint condition. And there's one recent public sale I could find, which was an MP raw for $400. But like I said, I don't actually see any around that price point right now. Very nice card. These are all nice. So I mentioned this is a dealer out of Italy. I don't think this is his personal collection. I think he buys these and sells them, but very clean cards. Actually, I guess I'll just mention it. I've actually seen a bit of a spike in inventory just the last couple of weeks. ABU Games looks like they must have purchased a nice alpha collection because they keep listing stuff. Good condition stuff. Kid Icarus has been moving a bunch of stuff. So, you know, it's I'm not making anything of it yet. Just sort of reporting on the waves. But for a while, the market had really quieted down with new inventory showing up. But I am seeing a little bit more, like I said. A couple of sellers recently, and then I found 2 or 3 dealers, such as this guy, who seem to have a fresh injection of cards that they're moving. So read into that what you will. Here's the other rare I picked up. There are only 8 of these on the domestic market, and only one of them listed as in near mint condition. You can get between MP and LP for sort of $800 to $1,300. If you want the rare that's listed, it's $2,100. I think that was with, might be MTG Seattle, but you'd have to check. I don't actually remember. But there is one around for about $2,100. The total graded pop on this card is 170, and about 87 of them are near mint condition. And I found 2 recent public sales. Very clean. Found 2 recent public sales. One was an 8.5 that sold for $1,500, and another was a raw near mint minus that sold for about $900. All right, let's see. The second question I was going to answer was about the outro. So a couple people asked me, who made the intro, and a couple people asked me, what's up with the outro? So I know from the comments that some of you actually stick around and listen, and I appreciate that. I notice, and I appreciate it. A nod of the hat to you all. But that's just sort of my silly way of protesting the way that YouTube forces content creators to beg for likes and for subs. Yeah, maybe you notice it too, but I always I sigh when I'm watching a video, and whoever it is has to stop and, do the whole routine, asking, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to sub, all this stuff. And, I'm not sighing at the creator, mind you. I completely understand why they have to do that. And it really is important to the algorithm. But I sigh at the system at large for making that be so. And it's just one of the things that's always bugged me watching other channels. So when I started this, I just kind of told myself, I'm not going to play that game. If people like the videos, they like them. If they don't, they don't. I honestly didn't really expect anybody would, and so that was another reason I wasn't too fussed about it. I wasn't expecting to get any subscribers. So, who am I even going to be talking to tell them to subscribe? But, yeah, so that outro was just my refusal to capitulate. And I'm sure someday the almighty algorithm will punish me dearly for my refusal to cooperate. But, is what it is. Just figured I'd stick with it once I started it. Hurricane. These are all quite clean. I'm hoping to do more business with this guy. He's got a lot of cards that are in this condition, but he also has a lot of them priced to this condition, and he's not really looking, he's not in a hurry to move cards. Wow, this surface is immaculate. He's not in a hurry to move cards, so he's not... usually when you do larger dollar deals, you can sort of move the numbers in your favor. But I have dealt with a few. More often it's collectors, but it also just depends what inventory they have. But in this case, a lot of the stuff he has I'd love to pick up, but it's just too expensive for me. That's nice. Reasonably well centered. Disenchant is one of those that can sometimes just be way off. This one's not bad though. It is a common, but one of the more expensive commons, sort of on par with Sinkhole or something. Not to the level of Llanowar Elves, but... Alright, and last one. And then that's it. That's all I got today. I've got a couple of videos planned. I had a bit of a, I don't know, dry spell, I guess. Creative dry spell, or I guess more accurately, time/sleep allocation dry spell. And so I did those interviews with Joel, and I spaced those out a week, and I was really hoping I'd have time to make a couple more videos, but just haven't. Such is life. But I got a couple now that I'm going to try to put together, so hopefully I can get back on track here. Wow, just beautiful. Fine way to celebrate the 1K threshold. And yeah, thanks again. I really mean that. Thanks to everybody. It's been a blast sharing all this stuff. It's been a blast ranting. I still have more to do, more to share, more to rant about. And hopefully you'll stay with me on the journey. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you want to help support the content, then go ahead and submit blueprints and a material analysis for your proposed support structure. Mechanical engineering backgrounds are preferred but not required. See you next time.